Humanity has always looked to the stars and wondered, are we alone? In SETI, that question becomes a mission, and every decision brings you one step closer to discovering life. Does it reward your efforts, or leave you lost in the void? Let's find out. In SETI, you are a scientific institution tasked with searching for traces of life beyond planet Earth. You'll send probes into space, land them on planets, and scan for signs of life. Over 5 rounds, players will take turns scoring points by various means. And at the end, whoever has the most wins. I won't go into detail of how to play the game, but I will give a quick rundown of how the game works. On your turn, you take one main action. Your options include launching a probe from Earth, landing or orbiting a probe on a different planet or moon, each with their own benefits. You can also scan, collecting data from different sectors of the galaxy and placing your own markers. You may spend 6 publicity to upgrade a technology on your player board. Another action is playing a card from your hand and resolving the white part of the card immediately. And finally, if all your data is on your computer on your player board, you may spend 1 energy to analyze it. And that's just the main actions. You also have free actions which you can take as many times as you like during your turn on top of your one main action. From the very first round, SETI throws you into a very tight efficiency puzzle. Once you get a better understanding of how the game works, the game plays very smoothly. But don't be fooled. On your first playthrough, there's gonna be a bit of a learning curve. Not because the rules are complex, but because of the sheer number of options can be overwhelming. It's hard to tell which actions are truly efficient at first. But that challenge is exactly what made me want to play again. The beauty in SETI lies in its decision space. You have so many ways to stretch out your turn, whether through tech upgrades, free actions, movement, and so much more. The game's main 2 resources are money and energy. And yeah, you'll feel like you'll never have enough of these resources. In the early game, I found myself relying heavily on tucking cards, which if you orbit around certain planets, it may enable that action. What tucking a card means is that you grab a card from your hand and you tuck it under your income card. When you tuck a card, you get the actual resource on the bottom of that card immediately. It also enables you to get more resources at the start of each round in the future. Every single resource in this game feels valuable, but they vanish fast if you're not careful. The cards themselves are fantastic. They're multi-use and full of possibilities. The tech upgrades are especially satisfying, as they expand your options later down the road, as well as give you benefits immediately once you get them. But let's not forget about the heart of the theme, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. So let's talk about the alien tiles. In the base game, SETI includes 5 different alien tiles, but in each session you will only use 2. At the start of a game, you will place them face down. There'll be a mystery, you won't know which ones you'll place. But midway through the game, you will slowly flip them up and reveal them, each with their own scoring objectives. This twist adds a burst of spice halfway through the game, and I'm all for it, and can affect your long-term strategy. Personally, I wasn't into every alien tile as they offer their own unique scoring objectives, but there were a couple that I absolutely loved. But I will say that having a rotating set of alien tiles keeps each playthrough feeling fresh, which I really do appreciate. One thing that impressed me immediately was how streamlined this whole experience felt. For a game with this much depth, the iconography is clean, the board layout is intuitive, and the player aid is extremely helpful. Honestly, it's one of the best organized boards I've ever seen in a complex game. But I must say, as much as I love SETI and that I've enjoyed my time with this game, there is a big caution that I need to address to everyone, and that's analysis paralysis. This game is incredibly AP prone. There are so many good options each turn that it's easy to freeze up, second guess yourself, and even slow the game down to think about which is the most efficient route to take. And weirdly, that's part of the appeal. It's a brain burner in the best way, but you will spend time thinking. If you personally get anxious with just the amount of options that you have available, or play with people who do, this game may not be for you. It doesn't give you 2 to 3 options to choose from. It gives you a buffet and says, figure it out. Now, to be fair, my wife and I play games fairly quickly, and we were able to play a game of SETI in just an hour. But we did catch ourselves several times where we sat in silence, just thinking about the possibilities and thinking about which is the best route to take. If you can handle that, or if your group has the patience for it, then go for it. But you've been warned. At its core, SETI is an incredibly rewarding game about making the most of every decision. If you enjoy tight resource puzzles, if you enjoy thinking about and performing the most efficient turn possible, you will enjoy this game. The game looks great, it plays smooth once you have a feel for it, and you'll be thinking about your next game before you pack it up. SETI is incredible. I have very much been enjoying my time with this game. In fact, I can't stop thinking about it, and I can't wait to play it again. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching my video. And if you've enjoyed the content, please feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. Have you played SETI yet? How do you feel about games that give you tons of options? Do they excite you or overwhelm you? Comment down below. And if you're into more Euro games and are looking for more games of that style, check out this next video.